With that being said, let's get to these topics, Mo. I think we've all seen it at this point. It's been around. Drake versus Joe Budden. For those who haven't seen the clips, there's some clips circulating of Joe Budden giving his reviews of Drake's new project for All the Dogs. Is that all's in there, right? For All the Dogs.
Yeah.
And I think for the most part, from what I heard, because I listened to the podcast in the entirety, not just clips, Joe likes the album and was like he absolutely said, I'm a Drake stan in his commentary. But he had some critiques around wanting to hear some maturity in the subject matter of the songs. He felt like Cole walked him on the track they had together.
Which he did.
Which I think is true. But I think it was all like music person, like I'm a music head critiques.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like any of it was like too far of him going like trying to take the nigga head off type shit.
Yeah.
And then Drake has been on a bit of a run of posting paragraphs about what he thinks about Joe Budden's rap career and what his career is now and how he's got more money than Joe Budden. And Joe Budden's rap career wasn't nowhere near as successful as his. And he's complaining about being a failure and a lot of this type of rhetoric.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we're at this point where people are bringing back, like, because you even asked me about it earlier, like diss tracks that Joe Budden had about Drake that are from years ago. But it's just all of this new friction.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'd love to hear you guys' perspective.
So I think it's not a good look for Drake, especially bringing out the, like, your career is not as successful as mine. I'm like, and he's a failure. It's like, no. If you look at every successful rapper, rap made them the money, got their name out there, but then they pivoted, right?
For the most part.
Yeah. Will Smith, rapper, actor. Queen Latifah, rapper, actor. Even now, Lil Yachty, rapper, doing brand deals, doing this, all of that. Offset, out here now, hopping on Twitch streams, doing things. T Grizzly, a rapper, now everybody watching him on Twitch and doing everything. So like rap, if you could rap, well, when you rap well and put yourself in position to do that, I think you played the game correctly. And so I think it's all a game. But I think what Drake is, like, he's the inverse though, because he was actor turned rapper.
Mm-hmm.
So now he has to rap. I don't think Drake could go back to rapping. I mean, go back to acting. Yeah.
What makes you think that?
It's too far gone.
He still very much acts.
He acts all the like. I think everything he does is acting.
That's why. Again, I was about to.
But I don't think he.
Like his rollout for this album was more of him acting than it was music.
It's crazy.
So I think he got too big of a rapper to go back to like acting full time.
I think he can't act formally.
I think that's another thing
as well. But he's
as well.
acting currently.
Yeah, it's a facade for sure.
Not just that. Like I'm saying, like when you see him do like the rollout content for this album is all acting.
I was about to say, I think most of the shit that he does, like even the way that he packed,
you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even the way that he packed Joe Budden up, like the nigga be trolling. He be.
I also like, don't know that. Like, let me not jump the gun. Go ahead before I get there.
I was saying, like, you know, in that long paragraph, like the way he packed them up, and like to what he was saying, like it just was like trolling to me. Like Drake being Drake, he's always a character.
And extra sensitive.
Yeah.
But I don't even be feeling like that's real.
Okay, so here's something that came to mind during listening to the album, right?
Did you finish the album?
Pause. Okay, because you got crazy.
Yeah. I had to try to hurry up and finish that statement.
Yeah. So yes.
I have not completed the album.
I don't like it.
I got a couple more songs.
It's like, it's just.
It's an hour. Why do I need to give you an hour and a half of my time?
Because he's Drake.
No.
That's what I say. It's Drake.
That's the thing. He's a big enough artist to
He can do
ask for
that.
an hour and a half. However,
I'm not listening to 23 songs in a row.
Not in a
I
row, no.
am not really a Drake album fan. I like Drake songs. I don't like Drake albums. I didn't like that this album started with him singing.
I like R&B Drake more than rapping Drake.
I like when he raps well because he
I
can
like
rap
when he
well.
began. You didn't like Virginia Beach?
Yeah.
What he said? You pretty, but you rough like Virginia Beach. Like this man.
That's a very accurate description, though.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, yo, like the way that Drake talks about shit is why I like Drake. It's the way he words shit. It's like he words it in a way where mad people have felt that.
Okay. All right. I
This
don't
is
know.
why I wish Lou was back. Fuck.
Yeah, because he would be caping. I feel like he's a big Drake fan though. So,
No, but he'll be talking so much about the Virginia Beach thing.
yeah, he would think it was a Pharrell beef and all of that. Well, he'll be back next week, all full of glizzies.
He'll be
Pause.
like,
Not
yeah.
really. He ate a lot of glizzies.
Yeah, he'll be like, yeah, he's going after Chad Hugo.
Yeah, that man has to
Oh, yeah.
explain that pale glizzy with that egg sandwich with pickles on it.
Bruh, that shit looks like the fucking, like, I'm
He
telling y'all,
must
that's
explain.
what
That shit was on rye.
that really looked like what they gave the food inspector on SpongeBob,
Nah, he got to
bro.
explain
That shit is
shit.
ridiculous.
He got to explain that shit, bro. He got to explain.
That is crazy.
I'm just
That
putting,
no
I'm
seasoning.
putting it on record now, so next week we can remember to ask that nigga, what was you doing with that pale glizzy and that egg and pickle sandwich on rye? You nasty man.
It was like a rye bun. It wasn't even it wasn't even rye bread. It was like a rye bun.
A brun, yeah.
A
Bun.
Man.
Listen, nasty work.
Combination.
Madness
Number one,
and badness.
Okay, how do we feel about an artist responding to a critic, regardless of the dynamic of them two?
I think I like when artists respond to critics because even though as an artist you put your music out there for it to be critiqued, I think critics put their work out so it's critiqued as well. So I think the good back and forth is necessary.
Okay. So that kind of answered my second question about what do you think about people's public critique of music
You
or
put it
art?
out. You put it out publicly so you can you could gain engagement. You don't just put it out just to put it out. It's a purpose for you putting it out. Because I could tell you some shit offline that will never make this podcast, right?
Correct.
But if it's some shit I want to get out, I'm gonna say it on this podcast. Me and you both have conversations over there that's not on Two Reviews that we just sit and talk.
Yeah.
It's not meant for everybody.
Yes.
But if you put something out, and it's, especially if it's your line of work, you're looking to get engagement.
To a certain extent, I think you're looking to express.
Yeah, but I'm
I'm not doing everything for engagement.
But you're also
But you, I was gonna say you're aware.
You're also conscious of that. Once I put this out
Engagement
into the
Yes.
public sphere,
Now, it's not gonna always be positive.
I mean, not even that, but you're opening yourself up to backlash.
You know what? That's the unique thing, right? Most people think I'm an asshole anyway. So
You are, but carry on.
giving my opinion is not off brand.
Yeah.
So like I can be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like I was very honest with Jay Savage and Loso and them on that song that they played on Two Reviews last week. I don't like that song. I don't.
I'm very honest with every artist.
I'm honest with artists too. Don't do that. Do not do that.
But yeah, but like apparently I'm the bad guy for some reason. I don't understand how that happened.
I mean, I think your
Need
honesty,
people like me.
and opinion is complete consumer brain, right? Which is necessary.
Yeah.
The way me and nature hear music, and even nature at a higher level, is different from that.
Yeah, as it should be.
We hear roughs all the time.
I don't want to hear that.
I know, because you got consumer brain. I get it.
Mm.
And that's why your critique is going to be, generally speaking, the lower score. Because you're not even trying to hear it through all that bullshit. You're like, fuck that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and not even.
It shouldn't even exist at less than this.
Exactly, and we talked about this before. That was the thing with the Los project. I didn't come in when y'all was mixing and mastering. I don't need to hear that. What do Mama do?
That's important though. That's how it comes in less than this or that.
But I'm saying I would not like while they're like doing that specific
Or you
1
want to hear
second.
like the next iteration, not the steps in between.
Yeah, no.
Got you.
Because I got nothing for you.
Hand me the bottle, nigga. You fucking ridiculous.
True shit.
I don't know. I feel like Joe, like I said, didn't say nothing outlandish or out of pocket, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Drake was really triggered by Joe's statements around J. Cole walking him.
But you got walked on.
I just don't feel like the nigga really was triggered. I feel like everything that Drake does is strategic. It's just more fucking buzz.
When you're at that
around
level,
the album.
when you're at that,
So you're saying you think it's a part of the rollout?
Yeah, I don't think this nigga really cares.
Post rollout marketing.
Okay.
It's more shit.
I'm not mad at that perspective. Then I must ask though, do you think that Joe Budden is
In cahoots.
a part of it or a pawn in it?
Probably a pawn.
Combination.
Madness and badness. I'm telling you. I think so. I think he's probably a pawn. Like that's, and from like certain shit that I've seen with Drake, I feel like, yeah, that could be true that he's a pawn in it. But I don't feel like it's that fucking deep. Like where Drake really was upset.
But that's the crazy part then, right? Because then I want to know, because like it's genius if Joe's in on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's being depicted as though Joe is a pawn in it.
I feel like he might have been a pawn in it at first. Like Joe was like, nigga, what? And then he was like, nah, nigga, this rollout. Like I don't know.
I know Joe posted himself that classic picture of him sitting Indian style in the kiddie side of the pool, checking his phone.
That's the funniest video of all time, bro. I mean, not a picture, not a video.
It's amazing.
Hey, yo.
I feel like the podcast that they about to drop, what's today, Monday? On Wednesday? It's about to go crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't listened to that show in so long.
Oh, I think they about to go crazy. But this could all be part of the game.
The game is cold.
But I'm like, because it's not going, it's going to be like that shit. Remember when like Nicki was beefing with Joe real quick?
To freedom.
Got his fucking mic. Says he want to be fucking dumb.
Nah, she was mad as shit.
To freedom.
Yeah, but it wasn't. But in the end, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think. I don't know. I'm like,
That's all a rollout to you?
I just don't think it was as serious as like it may seem to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga was that salty. I just can't believe he would be that salty. Me personally.
I mean, I dig it. I'm not even saying you're wrong. I could never. Oh, it's not gonna let me do that. All right.
What was that noise?
The computer telling me no.
that was
You
their
try to do a
dikembe.
drop?
That is no in Mac.
That was their dikembe.